Hey, Spikers from me, or do Monster Alliance. It's me, Spikers1000 here, coming at you another video. In this video, I am making my submission for this month's Popcross community redraw. And the submission thing was themed for creatures and people that could hypothetically kill some of the heroes that he put down. They were Tyron, the Overseer, and Beast Chronicler, Biomic Caleb, Benny Sharp, as well as Sterling, Alexis Jones. Sterling is the guy that can control fire and coat himself in metal. Alexis is the one that can control rocks. And he's Hurricane Reynolds, the guy who can control the weather, and very low endurance guy. So, yeah. So I went for Benny Sharp. I went for more of a biological creature, nothing tech-based. So, just so that way he won't be able to hack it. So, yeah, also give the thing a few immunities, but also make sure this thing's reasonably easy to kill. Also, I can see Benny Sharp killing this thing and because of the kinks in the armor I put into it. Also, really love the design. So, without further ado, let's roll into it, let's get into this video, and let's go. Like and subscribe if you enjoy this video. Okay. People just started curious about what kind of monsters I've been discovering. And to put it lightly, these motherfuckers are ugly, strong, and a pain in the arse. First thing is, it is known as the corrosive anti-mech EMP creature, or Chems. These creatures have the ability to produce screeches that can cause EMPs. And if there is a mech that is impervious to EMPs, the creature has highly corrosive fluid for blood that seeps out of specific places on its body. Basically like a little dagger on the bottom of its hands. Not to mention it has 4 arms. And each is bone. And not to mention 2 on the sides, and has a lobster tail with another one there. And the idea is that whoever stupid idiot person decided for this creature, the idea for it was to use an EMP screech to disable the mech's power, or its corrosive blood to melt through the armor, or both. More like both. For the creature's physical characteristics, it has heavy body parts, razor sharp claws, a double hinged bottom jaw, 5 eyes that can look in every direction, and 1 eye that can see in infrared. Only 4 of those eyes can look in every direction, for the record. It has 4 arms, already stated, a 15-foot long tail with a lobster-like claw with a stinger in the middle, which is, like I already stated, another place where the blood seeps out from. And it stands at 10 feet tall and only weighs around 350 pounds. So the thing's pretty light for someone that size. And different shades of red, black, and dark brown and gray colors. Its diet is that of highly radioactive substances. It can range from very little to extremely high radioactivity. Metals, electronics, and any highly corrosive materials. If you use smaller ones, but those are really counted as baby food for these things. Not to mention they're pretty intelligent creatures. They are immune to anything radiation based, and have a weakness to arsenic, lead, and mercury. A dose of around 2 grams of any of them is enough to kill it, but it is best to mix them all together. Powers are included to super strength, highly corrosive blood, infrared sight, radiation immunity, seeing, basically all sight, and extreme durability, as well as a healing factor that will regrow any limb minus the head in around a month. Weaknesses and weak parts are the mouth, places where the blood flows out of, and arsenic, lead, and mercury cocktails. Its physical body is also weak against lead, arsenic, and mercury to the point 3 good shots can make a visible hole through the limb. There are small kinks in the armor that are exposed skin. It's hard to hit them, but when hit, it will severely injure the creature, which is, trust me, is a good thing. You need an explosion equal to a half ton of TNT to blow off a limb, minus the head, because that will kill the thing. If shot at 200 yards or more, it can block the bullet. But if shot at around 50 yards, it can't block the bullet. Best to use lead-tipped missiles or bullets to get through its armor. Just overall, the thing is ugly as frick. Giant pain in the arse to kill, too. Now, the best encounter I've gotten with one was with the next creature I'm going to go over. I basically had to stock up on a frick ton of materials. I have no sweet clue how much the thing took. The thing was smart enough, by far it was about average human intelligence, but it was also known as an ambush predator. It eats mechs for crying out loud, but also doesn't stop it from eating humans, which is quite common actually, not as common as some other things. But yeah, it's best not to nuke it, unless you nuke multiple of them. Yeah, the heat will kill them, but it's shown the radiation is actually known to speed up the healing process of these things. Just giant, ugly mother frickin' things. Also, around the eyes, a kink in the armor can be hit. Their eyes are also weak points, but they have developed a carapace that's immune to pretty much any bullet below a 50 caliber bullet. So, have fun with that. Let's get to the next one. Okay, this next one, still kinda ugly, but not as a big of a pain in the arse as the last one. We have the Chem's natural enemy and multiple things. It is a type of creature, well, technically a golem, that was created by humanity using some weird science or something. I don't really know. People say it's magic. I don't really believe it's magic. It's just science, really. It's known as the lead, arsenic, mercury golem, or Lermi golem. Like the name suggests, it's made of lead, mercury, and arsenic. It's all physical and not solid. These creatures have the ability to, secrete any of these materials. They can heat up their body to melt it down, and they are known to fight the Chems quite often. And the idea for the creatures that was said to me is that these things are made to be natural enemies. They've also been replicated so many times over and placed out in the wild. About equal numbers, if not a little bit more than Chems. Chems are also known to kill these things relatively easily. No matter how much evolution they go through, they cannot get rid of their non-immunity to arsenic, mercury, and lead. It's just something that's stuck with them permanently. For physical characteristics, they have some parts of the Chems, like their heavily plated body parts. They are very dense lead and arsenic deposits. The lead makes up the something that resembles hair of the creature, shoulder pads, feet, and claws of the thing. The rest, and also the teeth. These things don't really need to eat, but they are known to eat some things. Like they're also known to help people clear up radiation by literally eating whatever is radioactive. They have their body, since it's made of lead, it's actually lined with a good chunk of lead on the inside to make sure no radiation seeps out. And it's been shown that radiation is literally known to die down while inside these things. And yes, before you ask, the reason why these things are around is because of a stupid amount of radiation, because of all these nuclear power plants that are blowing up for some reason or another. It's been shown creatures going in there, and some weird people going in, like a cult or something. These things are a giant pain in my arse to deal with. But trust me when I say, If I ever see a Chems, I am killing that thing with my AK-47. Oh boy. And I feel like it's a heavily modified one. And it has something like some with a silencer. And I've also got a submachine gun. Anyways. I have my own personal Learmy Golem. I named the guy Lead. Because this guy is, well, more lead than anything. He's a special golem, to be more accurate. He has the ability to, well, form any weapon he wants out of the material. He just so happens to be in an area when he was made that was highly concentrated with lead ores around him. The room they use is something that resembles a bunker with lead lining the walls. They usually try to isolate it, but for some reason there was a crack on the wall, which led to lead being more exposed and causing him to be made this way. He was given to me because of my natural immunity to lead poisoning. I find it just quite spicy. Don't ask me why I'm immune. I just don't have a freaking clue. Now, these golems are quite friendly to people, but they're known to accidentally cause people to get sick or kill them because of the lead and mercury and arsenic poisoning. So, trust me when I say they are pretty big pain in the arse to kill. And when I say that, I mean, like, you shoot it, the airborne bits will literally fly into your nostrils. They're also able to break themselves down and crush their fingers, which is something they're known to do. And then able to control the swirling wind to a certain degree. Basically, they can control where the fragments go. So, yeah. They're also made of mercury on their necks, their body parts that connect to their torso as well. So, pretty much these things are a pretty big pain in the arse to hit. So, that's all the monsters I'm going over for today. See you next time. Well, I'm afraid that's all the time I got for today's video. Until next time, subscribe to join the Spike Streamy or do Muscle Alliance. Goodbye and peace out, everyone.